The honourable member for Berthier-Masquinongé. The backlog in grain transport represents a major problem for farmers. This crisis has gone on for months, but no legislation has been passed. The instructions that the minister gave are so timid that even if the railways respected them, they wouldn't be done moving this year's crop before the arrival of next year's. What a failure, Mr. Speaker. Are the Conservatives exploring the possibility of compensation for farmers who have lost income over the course of this crisis? The Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
To that diatribe, Mr. Speaker, our government has taken concrete action. We brought in an order in council which has doubled the capacity of the two railways in the first couple of weeks that came into play. We continue to monitor the situation, Mr. Speaker. But let me quote the young farmer, Levi Wood, president of the Western Canadian Wheat Growers. The order in council to immediately increase grain shipments will help lift artificially depressed grain prices, generate more cash flow for farmers ahead of spring seeding, and reduce the carryout of grain that will be left on farms at the end of this crop year. That's his quote, Mr. Speaker. He's happy. We're happy that he's enjoying that newfound freedom.
The honourable member for Welland.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the newfound freedom is Davidson's price in Saskatchewan is $4.39. The Port of Vancouver's price is $11.69. I guess the question is who made the money in between, because it wasn't farmers. So, Mr. Speaker, the fines proposed by this minister are far too low. Worse still, the money goes to the new finance minister. It's not the government that should be compensated for the grain backlog, it's farmers. Mr. Speaker, why doesn't the minister agree with New Democrats that the fines should be bigger, that the money being collected shouldn't go to the government, it should go to farmers who are suffering on the prairies of our country?
Minister of Agriculture.
Mr. Speaker, the NDP should stop using the NFU for their research group. They're always 6 months behind and out of touch with the real farmers out there, Mr. Speaker. We continue to work with a number of different groups out there, including the railways, the shippers themselves, and of course farmers who ultimately end up paying all the bills for anything that goes wrong in that supply chain. We brought forward the order in council, which is starting to move some 4,400 cars of grain in the last 2 weeks. That's good, Mr. Speaker. It's a good start. There's still a lot of work to be done. We will be tabling legislation in the immediate future, and we hope that the members opposite will actually stand and support that and move that through unanimously.
The honourable member